This is the bit where I introduce and I say thank you for tuning into the video. Hello. Anyway, I said I would do a Q&A, so here's a Q&A. The last time I did a Q&A was back when I had around just under 500 subs, I think. Back in February last year. And I definitely started doing YouTube back in December, November, something around there. Anyway, I said I'd do a Q&A, let's do a Q&A. Now without further ado, let's start. With no further stalling, absolutely, this is the moment. I will start now, reading from the list. A bunch of questions that people gave to me last week, which is around 7 days ago. And the first question comes from Arranged Karma with a very good question to get us started with, which is, when you first started doing YouTube, what were your expectations and how did they compare to now? I honestly didn't expect to get any subscribers for my channel because I don't make quality content, I'm going to be honest here. My videos aren't good. What I do make is fun videos. They tend to be on the short side, but they're either funny, they have good music, they're stupid, but I make videos and that's why I didn't really expect to get any subscribers from them. And of course I'm ecstatic, I broke 7,000 subscribers. I have no idea where people subscribe to me. Maybe it might have something to do with the end of most of my videos saying, like, comment, or subscribe, or I'll break your fucking legs. I don't know. I don't know what my expectations were, and I don't know what's going to come of this channel in the future. Maybe I might go more professional, maybe you might hear me more. I honestly don't know. What I do know is I got a whole bunch of uni exams coming up that I should be revising for, but I still make content for the channel. Although it hasn't helped I haven't had any bloody internet for 6 days now. Alright, second question from Captain Bones. Why don't you make full War Thunder match videos and just make highlights? This question has bothered me since I subscribed to you, but don't worry about not liking what you are doing, it is great quality. How do I English? Doesn't help you didn't spell it right. Anyway, I guess this is because I don't really do commentary. I don't like the sound of my own voice. Fact, I hate my own voice. I don't really hate it, it's just I don't really have anything to say, to be honest. Alright, here it is. A, I don't like the sound of my voice. B, I don't really have anything to say. I'm not like Max, I haven't looked up the Wikipedia article for whatever I'm flying is. I can't entertain you for the 10 minutes from takeoff to wherever I'm going. I'm not Jingles, I haven't, read like 10 history books and, I'm going to tell you about this one time this plane did that. And there was a production problem with the manufacturers. And there was this type of screw that the thread was anti-clockwise instead of clockwise. I don't know anything about these vehicles. Most of my World War II history comes from War Thunder, which isn't really that impressive. So I can't entertain you on the way to the battle. I'm not that good of a pilot. I think I'm fairly decent. I don't know what all these maneuvers are. So basically, I can't do commentary for War Thunder. So what do? Music. I like music. Everyone likes music. So that's what I do instead. I did a very shitty answer to that question. That's why I don't do commentary. Question 3 from Soviet Creeper. Would you rather fight 100 Po-2 sized B-29s or 1 B-29 sized Po-2? I guess I would go for the B-29 sized Po-2. I mean, it's a bit smaller, harder to hit, but then again, if you get a good angle, you can just kill it quickly instead of having to deal with 100 of them and running out of ammunition. I don't know, that's a dumb question. Alright, question 4 from, I have no idea how to pronounce that, Chobis? Chobs? I have no idea. Anyway, his question is, beside the ones you post videos on, what other games have you continued to enjoy and play? I enjoy The Binding of Isaac a lot. I love FTL. Heroes of the Storm, if that counts, I have made 3 or 4 videos on it. You guys don't seem to like it, but I like Heroes of the Storm. It's a fun game to play with my friends. Because most of my friends don't actually play War Thunder. They play a whole bunch of other games. I tried to get into Company of Heroes 2, but I wasn't really too good at that. I enjoy StarCraft, haven't played that for a while. I wanted to come back for the big update, Legacy of the Void, but I haven't got a copy of that yet. I used to play a lot of Payday 2 before the big safe controversy. So I kind of haven't bothered to play Payday 2 for a while. But yeah, those are the games I used to play quite a bit of. But yeah, if I had to say regular games, it would be Heroes of the Storm and pretty much War Thunder at the moment. Question 4 from Dinner Meal. What was it? Question 5. I'll go with question 5. Question 5 from Dinner Meal. How old am I? Well, how old are you? Well, yeah, his question is how old are you? My question is how old am I? 20. Coming up to 21 soon. Sixth question from what the fuck is that? Prizanzer. Zehevir. I really don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, his question is, what is your first War Thunder heavy tank you researched? I think it's probably the KV-1. Yeah, because I focused on the Russian tree first, I went for the KV-1. And since nobody asked, I'm just going to answer it myself. What is your favourite heavy tank? It will probably have to be the Tiger 1, closely followed by the KV-2. The KV-2 is an awesome tank, but after you fire your one shell, you have to wait, several moon cycles before you get another shell into the cannon breech and you're good to go again. The Tiger 1, just in general, wrecks everything at the tier it's at. Question 7 from Moonsterfail. Moonsterfail? Monsterfail. No, Moonsterfail. Anyway, his question is, what is your favourite combination of tank and plane? That will have to be, no, that's an easy one actually, Yak-9T and KV-2. Because the KV-2, you get 2 kills of it in RB tank battles, you're good to go, you can buy a Yak-9T. When you buy a Yak-9T, every motherfudger and their turtle is bringing out, ground attack planes and bombers. And you're in a Yak-9T, you're practically good at slow fly, well you're good at everything for a start, but it's just very easy to take out enemy bombers. Which are, the plane mostly chosen because people like to go ground pound enemy RB tanks. Question 8 from Last Order Productions. Do you own an airplane, and if so, picture please? I don't own an airplane, and I'll probably be able to never buy an airplane, but I do have a PPL pilot's license, which is a private pilot's license. So that's really awesome. That allows me to fly single engine planes in actually anywhere in the world really. Yeah, anywhere in the world. EU? No. I think it's anywhere in the world. Yeah, any single engine plane. And question 9, or a barrage of questions from Napalm Priest. Oh, bloody hell, that's a lot of questions. Where do I start? I'm looking at my script, there's like 20 questions here, I don't know which one to start with. Okay, will you ever spend money on War Thunder if you haven't already? Probably not at the moment. How much money you think is worth investing? I honestly don't know because I haven't spent any money yet. I ground up over 1,000 hours without spending a penny. What are your hopes about War Thunder? I hope it actually starts getting popular again. It's recently, the in-game population is declining and War Thunder is a fantastic game. I enjoy War Thunder as a game. I mean, the gameplay is not so good, but the idea of having World War II vehicle combat based not on health bars but based on modules, it is fucking awesome when you're flying a plane and you're taking damage during a dogfight and you start having to think about how your plane is going to perform and how you can use that to your advantages and what disadvantages you have. So I'm really hoping that when War Thunder brings out the ships, they're going to try and draw in a whole new crowd, and that crowd is going to come over to, the air and the tanks as well. Fortunately, it doesn't really look too good for War Thunder at the moment, but I'm optimistic, and, be positive. Hopefully War Thunder will get bigger. It's still technically in beta, but it isn't really in beta. Alright, next one. Are you excited to play the Navy part of War Thunder? I'm excited for ships. I've seen the technology they're using for it. The NVIDIA wave physics look bloody awesome. But I'm curious about the combat part of it, because War Thunder's stuck in they like to be semi-historical, but ship combat tends to be rather slow over very long distances, so I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it. Alright, another one of the 50 questions from Napalm Priest. What do you plan to do with your YouTube channel? Will it be more of a hobby, or do you plan to take it to a business level? Well, at the moment, my YouTube channel is the very opposite of professional. It is just whatever I feel like making, I put up on YouTube. I put up short 5-second videos, I put up long, 3-4 minute videos. I think I might put up longer than that once upon a time, but very rarely. I don't have any structure for my YouTube channel until I at least get 50,000 subs, which I guess will never happen. I will hardly think about going professional with YouTube. At the moment, I get maybe less than enough money per day, no, scratch that, per week, to be able to afford the cheeseburger at McDonald's. And I'm talking the very plain cheeseburger, the very tiny little one with one slice of, cheese on it and 2 gherkins. That burger. Once I maybe might be able to afford one of them per week with YouTube money. The next question from Napalm Priest. What are your goals in War Thunder? Which planes/tanks are you looking for? As I said earlier, I don't know much about World War II history, but there is one plane I definitely want them to add, and it's the Sunderland. Now, the Sunderland British bomber, I'd imagine it'll be like tier 1 or 2. It's a fucking huge flying boat. It can take the Japanese flying boat for a ride any day. It's bloody enormous. It's like a triple-decker bus. And you know, like elongated with like another few buses behind it as well. It's got an okay bomb load, but it's mostly because it's really bloody huge. And I remember seeing it at the RAF Museum in Mill Hill. I found it rather amusing that it basically fills up the whole hangar it's inside with a few meters clearance on either side of it. Next question. What do you think about the recent changes in the way Gaijin handles YouTubers, live streamers and bloggers? Good, bad, uninterested, short times, lives. What? Maybe I just read that badly, but from what I try to understand that Napalm Priest is saying, is I think Gaijin made a good move by making this partnership program. For people that don't know, their partnership program is very laissez-faire. It is very free, and there is no official contract that you sign with them. You communicate with them, they communicate back with you, and they're rather friendly. And for anyone that does War Thunder content, they probably will be in touch with Gaijin. And Gaijin kind of helps support you by helping you when the new patch comes out by letting you preview some of the vehicles for it. So before, they used to just give press accounts, so people, very big YouTubers, will unlock everything in one go. Now they just kind of help you progress a little bit more by letting you cover some of the new content that comes out, which is a win for them and a win for us. And by us, I mean YouTubers, live streamers and bloggers. Next question. Are you looking forward to Enduring Conflict? Or World War Mode, which they're not quite sure. They're not sure how they're going to name it yet. Becoming a permanent mode, or are you not interested in that? I am very interested in what this new mode will be. I have played Enduring Conflict when it has been up a few times. I think it can be awesome. They need to work on it, but it can be an awesome mode. I really liked PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide 2 was a really fun game. Its pay-to-win model, not so much. Yes, you could grind in-game currency, but this is just so that anyone who played PlanetSide 2 that's instantly mashing that dislike button. PlanetSide 2 was an awesome game, but I found it rather annoying that vehicles could get straight up kind of more powerful weapons by paying a bit more of in-game currency. You could earn in-game currency, but it took a very long time to earn it. But anyway, the ideal PlanetSide though, having free factions stuck on a map permanently, pushing for territory to increase their resource pool, was a very interesting concept. And with War Thunder doing a similar thing where you bomb their bases, it destroys their airfields, they're forced back further. It's a cool idea, and I look forward to seeing it when it's finished. Next question. What do you think about combined arms and how to improve them? To be honest, I think they're pretty okay at the moment. The point system is fairly balanced, heavy tanks cost a lot more, SPA tanks, or I don't know, whatever you want to call them, anti-aircraft guns, they're a lot cheaper. So it encourages more people to be able to, even if they die in a medium tank, they can generally just about afford an anti-aircraft gun to then, shoot down the guy that killed you and is now bringing out a plane because you got enough points for it. It's actually fairly balanced, except sometimes one team steamrolls the other team. T-34s. Sorry, I didn't say anything there. Nothing to do with T-34s. Next question. What are your experiences World of Tanks and World of Warships? I really like World of Warships. I haven't played World of Tanks and I haven't played World of Warships. World of Tanks just looks a tad arcadey for me. I mean, I haven't played it, so I can't really say much about it. But from the gameplay I have seen, having health bars just full stop seems a bit bullshit. And from what I've heard about health kits and golden rounds doing extra damage, it does seem a bit pay to win. But it's a hell of a lot more popular than War Thunder for some reason, so there must be a reason. Next question. Fuck, I'm getting tired. What has it been, like 20 minutes already of talking? Probably less. What about other games? Then those we see on this channel. And there more of you show all games you play on YouTube. What? What? What about other games? Than those we see on this channel. Are they more, or do you show you all games you play on YouTube? Yeah, I know Napalm isn't English, so I'll forgive him for his English being off. Nope, as I said earlier, I play a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I play a lot of games. I actually forgot to mention earlier, I play a lot of Team Fortress 2. I got like 570 hours in that game. So wait, 570 hours. Yep, I play a lot of other games, I just don't always put it up on YouTube. Especially because, you know, I can't really make much of a video out of Binding of Isaac. Although I could do a Let's Play of it, but a million people have done a Let's Play of Binding of Isaac and FTL. I did put the Undertale Let's Play though, of me and my little cousin playing it. And by playing it, I mean she was the one doing it. I really like that because everyone that normally plays, you know, those kind of games is trying to metagame it. She doesn't really play video games, so it was perfect to see her reactions to it, so that was fun. Next question from Napalm Priest, who I think has more questions than everyone else that left the question. If you take your channel really seriously in the future, business level, what about cooperations with other YouTubers? Let's see, cooperations with other YouTubers. Nobody likes me! Me IRL. No, nobody likes me. I sent messages off to people, nobody really seems interested in doing a commentary or side-by-side. Hell, even squatting up, people don't want to squat up with me. Next question. If you take your channel... Oh, I read that one already. Are these enough questions? Yes. Which other questions should I ask? Yes. Why did I not come up with more questions? Yes. Did you not ask yourself why I asked so few questions? Yes. What is the purpose of all these questions? Yes. Thank you, Napalm Priest. You basically actually helped me do my Q&A because you provided loads of actual decent questions to answer. Anyway, I think I'll do the fun ones now. There's one or two of these that I should answer. I lost track of what number question I was on, so I'll just say, Mike goes boom. Q&A, if a kid refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest? Okay, it's a stupid joke, but it's alright. Second question. Wait, no, it's not second. Alright, second question of the retarded questions. You what, mate? Yes. I actually do remember somebody asking me this question on my last Q&A, which was almost a year ago, so either he's a very devoted fan, or he just put you what, mate, and coincidentally, you know, on my second Q&A. Third question from Math the Moor. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? That's a very interesting question, because if you fight a horse-sized duck, a duck I don't think is too violent. But if it's directly trying to hurt me, I don't think its wings are going to be too... Well, I guess they could whack you pretty hard. Or 100 duck-sized horses. I think horses, though, when they start kicking, they can get pretty bad because of, you know, horseshoes, general kick. I'm not quite sure. I think I'll go with the actual horses, though, because then I can kind of try and stomp on their heads. It'll be easier to kind of, you know, clomping around, trying to stomp them around, instead of a duck. I guess with the duck, well, next rather weak, though, isn't it? I'm not a fighter, I don't know what to do. I'll go with the horses. Yeah, 100 duck-sized horses. Number 4, from Dulund the Lullycon from the Ghetto. What is your favourite ice cream flavour? Mango. I like mango. I think that's a really neat flavour, but I don't get to have it often. Mostly because most places just sell chocolate, vanilla or strawberry at the supermarket. Then again, I do like some good Ben & Jerry's, but Ben & Jerry's can feel a bit sweet, too sweet from time to time. Alright, the next retarded question. What hotness do you get when you ask for a cheeky Nando's? I just get hot. I'm not extreme enough for extra hot, but I'm more extreme than medium. Yep, so it's just hot. Now for those of you that aren't in the UK or don't know what Nando's is, when you get a chicken, you can, you know, say what spice you want on it, you know, what level. And it's like lemon and herb, mango and lime is basically nothing. Medium, hot, and then extra hot you can get. Alright, I think that's it. I've answered enough questions. My voice sounds terrible already. A, I already hated it from the start, and B, it's actually gone a little bit raw because I never talked this long to a mic. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to get this video to you guys. It's day 6 of me having no internet at my house, which is kind of why I decided to do a Q&A on the first day I lost internet. Because I don't need exactly game footage to be able to put behind this. I'll probably end up sitting in the uni library for a few hours trying to upload this. They've got terrible internet up there. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoy the Q&A, and if even anybody bothered to watch it this long, I doubt anybody wanted to listen to my boring, monotonous voice for more than 20 minutes, put PO2-2OP in the chat below, comment section, whatever you want to call it, to let me know they actually watched it this long. I'll be very surprised if even one person types it. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yay! Yay. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. As you can see from my static voice, go. Tune out. There's nothing left here for you to watch. You think there's some kind of like bonus thing, hidden scene, bonus clip, extra content? Nothing here, just me. Just sitting here browsing Reddit with my 4G connection, which is basically just about to run out. I've even dropped a nice voice, it's just gone back to my miserable, boring voice. Not that anyone can tell the difference. I'm just thinking what to have for dinner. Got some super noodles in the cupboard. And I got some nice Tabasco. It's actually really neat. It's Chipotle flavored Tabasco, which is basically barbecue flavored Tabasco sauce, and it goes well with any soup. We made a vegetable soup the other day, that was rather nice. Potato, leek, a little bit of onion. What else was in there? There was something else in there. Something greeny. I can't remember what I put in the soup, but it was rather nice. And you basically just put like 5 or 6 drops of this Tabasco stuff on it. You mix it in with a spoon and it tastes perfect. Maybe add a dash of pepper if you really want to be fancy and Gordon Ramsay like. I'm just thinking, is anyone watching this long? At this point, I don't even know why I'm recording. But me still actually continuing this video is making it harder for me to upload. The longer it is, the more megabytes it takes up, the longer I have to wait at the library. I think I find it rather amusing that there's probably one sod out there still listening to this. No, bugger. Alright. Now it will be a good point to end the video. Alright, if anyone actually listened this long, you can put in the chat instead so that I know there's a difference between the other people that tuned out and the people that listened this long. You can put Blenheim 2 OP. Yeah, why not? Blenheim's one of my favourite planes. That will be Blenheim 2 OP. And you know what? Since you waited this long, you can have a bonus clip. Consider it a Christmas fucking miracle. Anyway, see you in the next vid. With all the bad stuff out of the... Yeah. Murky.